Few people in history have been able to rise from the bottom and become rulers of half the world. Genghis Khan was a man who was born into poverty, was exiled and betrayed, but managed to create an empire that conquered half of Eurasia. His story is a legend about how one man changed the course of world history. He was born in the harsh steppes of Mongolia in the 12th century. His real name was Temujin. His childhood was difficult. His father was killed when he was only 9 years old, and his family was exiled. The family lived in poverty, feeding on roots and carrion. Temujin grew up amid a constant struggle for survival. From an early age, he understood that only those who were able to unite people can survive in the steppes. He began to gather allies around him, first from among the poor and homeless, then from among strong warriors. He proclaimed a new principle. It is not nobility and origin, but personal loyalty and talent that determine who will be by his side. This became his main weapon. Step by step, Temujin united the scattered Mongol tribes. He defeated his enemies not only with his sword, but also with his cunning. He granted protection to those who surrendered. Those who resisted were met with a cruel death. In the steppe, his name became a symbol of strength and fear. In 1206, at the Kurultai, he was proclaimed Genghis Khan, the Great Khan. From that moment on, the history of the Mongol Empire began. He created an army the world had never seen before. His army was an iron machine based on discipline, speed, and precise orders. Archers on horseback could rain arrows down on the enemy and disappear into the steppe before they could be caught up with. His intelligence knew the roads, rivers, and cities long before the attack. Genghis Khan destroyed the notion that the Mongols were savages. He created laws, the Great Yasa, which covered everything from military discipline to rules of life. He implemented a system of punishments and rewards that made his army invincible. Neighboring peoples fell under his banner, the Tanguts, Uyghurs, and Kyrgyz. Then he moved on. Genghis Khan's gaze was fixed on China. He knew that only by conquering the Celestial Empire could he create a true empire. The Mongols stormed walls, destroyed cities, but also absorbed knowledge. It was from the Chinese that Genghis Khan took siege engines, engineers, and officials. He knew how to use the experience of others for his own purposes. But China was only the beginning. His armies moved on to Central Asia, Persia, and reached the Caucasus and Rus. Cities fell one after another. Samarkand, Bukhara, Kiev, all of them experienced the fury of the Mongol invasion. He created an empire that stretched from the Pacific Ocean to the Caspian Sea. No one before him had conquered such vast territories. But Genghis Khan was not only a conqueror. He understood that to maintain such an empire, a system was needed. He created a courier service that connected vast territories. He encouraged trade, protected caravans, and opened the Great Silk Road to new flows of goods. War and destruction went hand in hand with cultural exchange and trade. And therein lay the paradox of Genghis Khan. He was a cruel conqueror and at the same time a man who connected the East and the West. He died in 1227 under mysterious circumstances. His grave has never been found, and the mystery of his death is still a matter of debate. But his empire lived on. His heirs reached Hungary and Poland, burned Baghdad, and subjugated China. Genghis Khan became a symbol. For some, a monster and destroyer. For others, a hero and the creator of a new order. But one thing is clear. He truly created an empire out of nothing.